original form, bro.
From Black Clover.
Though you
Todoroki's old suit used to be so dog shit. Look at this, chat. This nigga was wearing a button-up, fake-ass Yeezy boots, some pants he got from his closet, and threw a backpack strap. Called it a whole fit. He needs to.
may be born bereft of the
He's
same
a second
gifts
pot
as
of
your
water
peers,
thrown in his face. I'm not gonna lie for that
stopping you
choice.
From achieving your dreams.
As long as you're a fictional character in a
That
fantasy
boiling water
world.
probably fried some of his brain cells the way he's
I
moving.
mean, as long as you've got your friends by your side, you'll pack a hell of a punch. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find
Which
out
one y'all
who
prefer
would win.
more, Black Clover?
Jetpack.
I fuck with Black Clover or My Hero more.
Izuku Midoriya wanted only one thing from life. To be a beacon of hope, just like his idol, the #1 ranked superhero in Japan, All Might.
Too bad he was born a freak with no powers. You heard right. This is like a reverse X-Men thing where 80% of the population gets red superpowers, or quirks as they're
Done
called.
Breaking
while
Bad,
the
Black Clover all the
remaining
way?
fifth are stuck as
Wow.
basic bitches, or
I
as
fuck with
his
My Hero
funny-haired
more, I'm not gonna lie,
Bully
but I like
called
both of
Deku.
them. Both of them are
That's
really
a
good.
pun on the Japanese word Dekunobu, meaning good for nothing.
You serious?
Persevering despite his basic
Dekunobu?
bitchiness, Midoriya
5.
got the chance to
Did
prove
not
his
grow between
quirkless
season
heroic
1 and season
mettle
6?
against this giant sludge
Dekunobu.
monster, much to
Never
the
heard that
surprise
before.
of one particular almighty onlooker.
His body secretly decaying from a horrific injury, All Might needed to find the one who would inherit his all-powerful quirk.
And All Might didn't want just anybody. The hero world was filled with glory seekers in it for fame and money. All Might wanted someone whose body moved on its own to save someone.
He saw exactly that in young Midoriya, and
Alright,
gave him one
better
of the
reply to
most
a text.
powerful quirks in the world. One for all.
That was the
All
problem.
for One's a good
Even
quirk.
after
Yeah, I
bulking
caught up.
from
I can't
last
say
to
nothing unless I
Chad,
caught
the
up.
recoil from even one punch would shatter all the bones in his arm. So he trained to be able to handle his gift at the superhero school of his dreams, UA High.
And
Oh,
that's
excuse
when
me.
he decided to own the name used as a cudgel against him for so many years. Turns out, Deku can also be an abbreviation for Dekiru, someone who can do anything.
Exactly the opposite of Dekunobu. One
Deku
for
and-
All allows
what was the
Deku
first
to
one?
release absolutely absurd amounts of strength from
Fajin.
different
Fajin is
parts of
hard.
his
Black
body
Whip.
with super
Oh, this is
moves
already
named
covering
after
manga. I
US
might be able to
cities and
talk.
states.
Deku
Oh, we talking about current Gear Shift. What they know about Gear Shift? Oh, we talking about current. Oh, this could be a problem. Oh, this could be a real big problem. We're talking about current Deku against current Asta. Oh, this might be
still can't
interesting.
access all of his power safely, though.
I'ma still say
Using
Deku, but I do
100%
not know who's
would
gonna win this
destroy
now.
His body, which is why he learned to distribute his strength evenly
this is
across his
interesting.
body. A technique known as full cowling. This lets him increase his speed and durability as well, making him more all-rounded and shifting focus to his own.
This My Hero game
interpretation
was
of
so
one for
dog
all,
shit, bro.
inspired by his pal
It was so
Ida,
floaty.
shoot style.
Where he pulls out a Glock and
Oh,
blows
y'all
your
remember?
brains out.
Oh my god,
Okay, now
y'all remember Jump Force? Oh my god, y'all remember Jump Force?
really, but in keeping
Jump
with
Force still
One For All's
valid?
rabbit theme, he trades All Might's signature punches for kicks. My version's better. You ever seen Rabbit versus Gun? I have, and I know how it plays out.
Considering the much higher muscle mass of a human's legs, shoot style allowed Deku to output even more power while giving his arms a break. A break from a break.
And despite being a classic melee build, Deku can fight at range by punching powerful gusts of air, and even
Ow.
precisely aim them with specially designed gloves.
Deku has an encyclopedic knowledge of quirks and is always analyzing their strengths and weaknesses mid-battle, even if he does sound a little weird.
Despite only barely getting accepted in the first place, Deku quickly became one of Class 1A's
He-
most
he valid.
dependable fighters.
I fuck with Deku.
Somehow these students
This
are
is the My Hero
constantly
community is
getting
just
drafted
weird,
into
bro.
Literal wars against murderous supervillains.
Midoriya's
This is too
successes
weird,
in
bro.
battle against ruthless criminals like Stain,
My Hero's like that. It's not even mid in my opinion. It's actually really good.
His old bully's
That fight was
chagrin.
so good.
Where Bakugo was a child prodigy, he now found himself
I
overshadowed
do
by
big
his
screen?
hard-working rival,
The big
and the
screen.
two would use their
How about
mutual
chat?
respect
Let's do this.
and animosity
Sorry.
to motivate each other to get stronger.
Classic frenemies. They're only solving their problems by pounding the living tar out of each other.
Luckily for him, Deku soon learned that living tar pounding wasn't the only thing he could do.
Tar pounding?
Turns out, One for All did not originate with All Might. It had
Yeah.
been passed down 8 times until it arrived at
Yeah.
Deku, with each inheritance also carrying the
All Might
previous
fell
user's
off.
natural quirk as well.
Like Black Whip, which lets him manifest crazy
Deku's
long
basically
and strong
Spider-Man,
energy
bro.
tendrils to
He's
tie
basically
enemies
Spider-Man.
up
He has
and
danger
swing around the
sense.
city, or shoot one out of his mouth.
Dig into the
just like
manga,
our girl
bro.
Ruffy.
and Danger Sense, which gives him a minor reactive precognition.
AKA,
Danger
he's
Sense.
Spider-Man. Not even a reach.
He's Spider-Man.
Is like the biggest Spidey
I
fan ever.
just said
He can
that.
also produce a smoke screen to mask his presence, float in midair, or store up kinetic energy over time with Fa Jin. Oh,
Like that. By storing up enough, he can even match All Might's max power without any recoil to boot. Strong
shit.
enough to change the weather and create city block-sized tornadoes with a single punch.
He just
and
Zaki
he's
President
even
he ever could
stronger
heal.
with his newest quirk, Gear Shift, which allows him to increase the speed of an object anytime he touches it. In conjunction with the power of All for One, he can use this to warp reality itself. Deku can go toe-to-toe with arch-villains like
So Deku is currently reality bending.
Shigaraki, who's fast enough to react to and catch laser beams with his bare hands.
Yo,
But nothing
our,
could prepare him for All
if y'all know
Might's
Stars and
arch-enemy,
Stripes,
the
that's my
shadowy
bitch,
leader
bro.
of the League of
Y'all know,
Villains,
that's
All
my
for
bitch.
One.
All Might only ever showed his young pupil kindness and support, but that couldn't change the absolutely crushing pressure Deku felt at every moment.
Even classically trained dickhead
No losing Asta
Bakugo
just yet.
couldn't
I'm
help
actually
his teammate
not
out
that
when he
far off
needed
from
it,
Black
like when
Clover.
they teamed up to share One for All
I still haven't seen that
and
movie. This is
island-sized
like a
hole
lot
in
of
the
spoiler for
clouds,
me.
2,000 miles high.
Just
I ain't
goes
peeped
to
that.
show that even One for All isn't a one-man
Asta's
army.
like that, though.
Deku's true strength comes from his teamwork between
That
himself
demon armor?
and his friends.
Oh, I gotta
With
hear it.
their help, Deku will
gotta hear
surely
it.
become
That demon armor is probably
beacon of
nice.
hope he dreamt about as a child.
One hero for all mankind.
One man for all?
This
Earned that,
episode is
man.
sponsored by Mint Mobile.
This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be
Jeez,
found
I'm
at
poor.
Mint Mobile.
I can't
Right
even get my
now,
own
when you switch to
sponsorships. Are you crazy?
Magic! You know it, you love it, and in the world
First of all,
Black
they
Clover,
have some nerve throwing their ads in between. Stop! Like, Rooster Teeth, don't think I don't know where you guys started off from. Used to be putting ads right in between. Oh, they have two ads in here.
It doesn't come from a box
Stop
you
playing
bought
with
at a
me, bro.
tacky
I know
West
too much
Hollywood
about y'all.
costume shop.
I'm not low.
Everyone's got it.
You guys are not low.
Is the source of all magic, a supernatural energy found in the air.
Is
and
this your boy with
living
magic
beings,
power? What
except
power
living
that
beings
you
whose
be
names
power?
are Asta.
Not only
Some
was
good
the young
anti-magic
Asta an
Deku
orphan
stuff.
abandoned by his mother
Oh,
in
yeah,
a church
see?
as a baby, he was
Yeah.
born with a mutation that prevents him from having any mana to speak of. Well,
Yes.
neither do I, and you don't hear me crying about it.
Yes, you do. All
Asta's
of the time.
5'1".
But
That should be a
Asta had
sin.
A dream. Despite his lack
My
of
girl like
magic,
5'1".
he and his
If
best
she got a
friend
soul
Hiro
like Asta,
promised
bro, I
each
don't
other
know
one
what
of
to
them
say.
would rise
That is
to
a
the
beast.
throne
That is
of
a
the
man.
greatest military position in the land, the Wizard King. Wizard King? Really, guys? Sometimes they call it Magic Emperor, but we all know what they mean.
So he dedicated
Magic
himself
Emperor.
to getting swole as all hell in a
Deku
world
also
of
don't have no
nerds. He
powers.
would be its lone jock
Motherfucker, I'm
god,
5'3".
shoving every last wizard into a locker until they crowned him king.
But huge, frightening pectorals on a tiny, screaming goblin child weren't enough on its own. He needed something powerful enough to shut down his opponent's magic.
He needed the five-leaf clover grimoire.
Essentially a book of spells, a grimoire will choose its user and float beside their wielder at all times.
And Asta was lucky
forgot.
enough to receive the Uno reverse card of grimoires. The five-leaf clover can harness the power of anti-magic, which will literally
Honestly
nullify
forgot.
the effects of other magic spells. Almost like wizard kryptonite. Let the locker stuffing commence. Haha, get nerds!
It wasn't
Chill
long
on
before
that, dude.
Asta was accepted into one of the 9 squads of Clover Kingdom's magic
Yo,
knights,
Yami's so
the
tough.
Black Wolves,
Got the Ripper stuff,
filled
too.
with lazy drunkards, antisocial otakus, and literal sociopaths.
My kind of people. If
Yo, Grades 2
but
form is
much
hard.
Like with Asta, you shouldn't judge a grimoire by its cover. And soon they were all working together and kicking ass like a family should.
Asta harnesses the power of anti-magic by summoning swords imbued with it from the grimoire. Normally, these swords
That's
would
a-
quickly
I'm
drain
more of a
mana from
charmy
anyone
man.
foolish enough to wield
That's a
it,
cool-
but Asta does
more of a
not
charmy
have any
man.
mana, turning his greatest weakness into a one-of-a-kind strength.
He's got his classic Demon Slayer.
He has key
an
sensing.
enormous
He does have
greatsword
key
which
sensing.
cuts
You
through
know,
spells with its edge
like
and
Asta,
deflects them
Body
with its
Sacrifice
flat.
Unite,
Or
yeah.
the Demon Dweller, which can also absorb and copy magic, then
Yeah.
toss it right back to sender.
I think my personal favorite is the more complex Demon Destroyer, which severs the relationship between a spell's cause and effect, countering the effects of its magic. This could result in anything from healing a village that was inflicted with poison to preventing reincarnation.
Yeah, okay, some of these can get a little heady.
Yeah.
I personally prefer keeping it simple, like using
You're not
anti-magic
there
to
yet.
telekinesis
You're not there
to
yet,
surf
pal.
on your sword through the
You're not there
sky.
yet.
It's worth noting that these swords are made
Not
specifically
there
for
yet.
countering magical attacks and sources of mana. The swords will act as though blunted when striking non-magical foes, more akin to giant clubs than actual blades. Not entirely inconsistent with real-life greatswords.
But none of that's even close to as cool as his deadliest sword, the Demon Slasher, a katana as black as the pits of hell and twice as badass.
This one actually does cut like a sword, but it's complicated. It lets Asta actually select what he does and does not want to cut, only affecting his target while leaving anything else unharmed.
Okay, at this point, isn't that just magic?
Magic with a loophole.
Yeah.
He studied the blade long enough to become a master swordsman to boot. Not in the real life sense, in the anime sense.
He
Yeah.
can spin himself like a tornado to deflect magic spells, thrust forward at top speed like a charging bull, launch a barrage of anti-magic projectiles, and even channel anti-magic into his swords to vastly increase their size.
Yeah.
Well, while he may be no good with mana, he has learned to detect ki. Because of
Yeah.
course,
The life force existing in all things. Asta
Yeah.
can detect hidden opponents and even predict
some
their
Dragon Ball
movements
shit.
ahead of time, as long as he's fast enough to react.
with such crazy powers, Asta was taking on threats like the Eye of the Midnight Sun, the Devil Zagrid, and
Such
the
a good
Dark
opening.
Triad. So many nerds, never enough lockers. Too bad for Asta, though. He had one serious inner demon.
Literally.
Literally.
The Five-Leaf Clover Grimoire was Liba, a demon exiled from hell for
Liba?
completely lacking
Liba.
magical powers,
Fucker.
and who just so happened to get adopted
That one's crazy
by
bad, too.
Asta's mother.
Oh,
Until he
Asta,
got
not gonna
possessed
lie.
by a different demon and
Oh, you're talking about
killed her.
the
Vowing vengeance on all
ex-Alado woman.
demonkind, Liba
Asta monkey.
manifested
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to
anti-magic
you.
from his hatred as a way
Asta's
to
mom?
kick their asses,
She hit.
which
Oh my
gave him and
goodness.
Asta a lot of common ground, despite
Asta's
the whole,
mother
you
can-
know,
oof.
mom murder thing.
In fact, the two became true brothers and formed an unstoppable duo. Liba can actually fully merge with Asta for a massive power boost that lasts up to
Yeah,
5
every
minutes,
form.
at the cost of leaving Asta nearly powerless for the next half hour.
Come on, I
Good
want
trade-off.
some-
That's a Gear 4 on some
I'll
Gear
take
4
it
shit.
if I get to be strong
That's
enough
not a
to
bad
slice
trade-off.
buildings to
That's Leon some Gear
pieces,
4, some
obliterate
Dressrosa
huge
Gear
chunks
4
of
of
Earth, and
timing.
tear the most powerful
Or Gear
demons
3rd
apart. Give me the
energy.
goddamn book. I'm the book boy,
That should be a
okay?
trade-off. As long as it's a
Even
decent
characters
trade-off.
earlier in the series, like Patoli, had magic capable of completely vaporizing the entire Clover Kingdom in a single attack. And demons that Asta has fought since then, like Dante and Lucifero, are leagues stronger.
Hell, screw
Lucifero's
all these demon
was
forms
father.
and anti-magic powers. Asta's body is so incredibly well trained, he dodged a beam of light while sleeping. As in, he was asleep, and the force of his sneeze pushed his head out of the way of a beam of light. Light speed sneezes, everyone.
And despite his headstrong and
By being
irritating
fast and
personality,
natural.
AKA screaming at the top of
Okay.
his lungs as often as possible.
Asta's an
Don't play the
intelligent
clip, thank
fighter
you.
who has
Most people would take
leveraged
an opportunity
skill
to play that
against far
clip.
more experienced foes.
But he wouldn't be anywhere without the ragtag band of deviants he
The
calls
bad
friends.
boys.
With them at his side, there's no way he won't climb the ranks to take the Wizard King's throne. Especially with Yuno pushing them both. to
They not
get
mention you know
stronger.
one. They
Unlike
barely
other
mention you know.
classic shonen rivalries, this one isn't tainted by antagonism. They truly want what's best for each other, even if they're competing for the same throne.
Yuno's gonna need all the luck he can get, cause even if Asta never gets mana of his own, his true magic is never given up.
Alright, place your
This
bets.
episode is sponsored by
Big
BetterHelp.
Deku. I'm going
Life can
Deku. I'm
be
going Deku.
overwhelming, and many people are burned
Deku
out.
shitting. Look a lot. Deku
All right, the
shitting.
combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
Deku
possibilities.
shitting on Asta.
It's time for
He can say what he
a
wants.
battle!
Deku shitting. You see that drip? See that scarf? You see that Spider-Man scarf? He is shitting on that nigga. He is shitting.
That big? He's gotta be crazy strong. I'm gonna have to rely on more than just my power to take him down.
He the opposite bit. I'm sorry, I can't switch up on Deku. I saw My Hero first.
Really hard.
I saw My Hero first. I can't switch up. I'm curious. Oh, these niggas look weird. Yeah. But also got some defense to him, I'm not gonna lie. Asta not smart though. He's smart, but he's not smart like Deku. I guess. Oh, he used his key, okay. Well done. Deku, you are so pussy. Stop this.
Aren't swords supposed to be sharp? His speed isn't slow
No
for
way.
his sword's weight at all. Gotta hamper his movements.
Deku,
And get that book
please.
out of his hands.
You're making me hate you right now. Deku, if you don't use Black Whip, what is wrong with you? And you're getting cut. What is going on? Thank you. Fajin. They couldn't get that green glow.
Wait! Are you not using magic? What kind of magic emperor would I be if I can't beat a guy like this?
But Deku gotta be stronger than that. He has to be rivaling that. He has to be rivaling that. Deku has to be rivaling Asta in pure raw strength. Ow! I don't think I like how this is orchestrated. Let me see this.
I don't know what Detroit
Okay.
is, but I've had enough of it. I'm ending this quick!
This whole video not magic.
Hit me with all you've got, because I'm never going down!
Bro, if you think it's die after this, I'm going to get pissed. Like, I feel like they're getting lazier. Okay. Okay.
No use not going all out anymore.
Oh god.
Just gotta hit him.
Am I cringing?
Really hard. You wanted my best? Here it is.
Why is Deku?
1,000,000,000%.
Why is Deku built like this? Why is his voice actor like this? I don't know. I'm just being thrown off. I'm cringing a little bit. A lot of it actually.
I did it.
And then he comes back up and slices his head off. Oh, it's GG's.
Take that, Detroit.
For our final round, as Asta takes on last year's reigning champion, Mr. Satan!
KO! Poor Deku. He tried his best, but Asta just shoved him into that great big locker in the sky.
Both Deku and Asta were fairly evenly matched melee fighters without any specific abilities to give one an easy edge over the other. Though, to be fair, the variety of quirks Deku inherited from past users of One For All did make him more versatile and unpredictable.
Plus, quirks are biological mutations, not connected to some supernatural energy source like mana, so Asta's anti-magic powers were basically useless here.
And Deku was generally a smarter and more tactical fighter, but against
He did not show that. He did not show that at all. This entire fight, he did not show he was more tactically inclined than Asta. Asta said, hold on, I got a key and teed up. He's like, okay, I can sense this nigga. That was it. Deku used no strategy. Deku would have at least thrown a building on Asta. Stop this.
This time, Brawn beat Brains.
Let's crunch some numbers!
Let's see.
Deku's greatest feat of strength was splitting that enormous cloud formation with Bakugo.
Stop using this dumb logic. Oh, he could punch a cloud. I don't care. Okay, let me relax. I sound sped. I'm more of a offense is the best type of defense type of nigga. But come on. I read the manga for My Hero. And I read the manga for Black Clover. And I'm not biased at all. Deku, when he was fighting that one shawty with the sniper rifle and realized that she can see like all types of angles, Deku had to adapt to that in 0.3 seconds. It's either that or he's getting blitzed. He had to adapt to that situation, and granted, this woman isn't as strong as Asta. Not saying this at all, but like Deku is not like he's not dumb. He's like if I punch him harder, if I go 1,000,000%, like this isn't season 2 Deku. Season 2 Deku fought that muscular nigga, punched him, and said, "Oh, I need to punch him harder." and punched him harder, and that was it. This is season 6. This is technically season 8 Deku, season 7 Deku. We're talking about gear shift, nigga. Like, what are we talking
By
about?
measuring the size of the island and comparing it
Not
to
just
the
measuring. Not just doing all types of useless math right now. These are clouds. Are we not talking about clouds? Did he blow up the island?
clouds
We're talking
above,
about clouds.
We can determine they dispersed over 63 trillion
Oh, the
kilograms
water.
of water.
That's the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Suck it,
12,000 of them.
And required an energy of nearly 80 teratons of TNT per
at that.
punch.
Let's compare that to
Look at that.
Asta. But Tony's spell
I'm
was
mad.
going to be strong enough to vaporize a country the size
Like,
of
that's literally the greatest feats, and like that's it, bro. Like, if Asta's dumb enough, like
Clover
what?
Kingdom.
We can use this map from the manga
Wasn't that
to
magic
estimate
still?
the size of Clover Kingdom to be about 500 kilometers in diameter. About half the length.
Was that
of
not
Great
magic?
Britain. Vaporizing a country of that size would require an energy of over 480 teratons of TNT.
I'm tired
over
of this channel.
6 times greater than Deku's punch.
I'm tired of this channel.
While Asta uses
And chat, just like that
Of
number
TNT,
alone,
over
that number alone means he lost. How much force he can hit with means he lost. Not that Deku's agile. Like, I think Deku's more agile than Asta. Asta can fly his sword, but I think Deku's way more agile than Asta. Deku will flick his finger mid-air with Black Whip and dodge that shit.
6 times greater than Deku's punch.
while Asta uses anti-magic.
Okay, Deku more tactical, wide array of power, slower. Deku slower than Asta? Can't safely access max power? Bro, let's stop this. Let's stop this. This is swords are greater than punches and kicks, I guess. Okay, this sword isn't sharp, bro. Physically stronger, faster, better way to predict movements, more mobile with flight. He flies on the sword. That's it. He can take the sword out his off of his feet. He's not as good. Anti-magic will not affect Deku's score, so he just have more pros. Asta's main thing is all about speed.
It isn't an automatic counter. It needs to be
I don't-
comparable in strength.
I don't think Asta is more agile in the air than Deku. In all honesty, he flies on the sword. Take away the sword, he's not moving no more, bro.
To the spell it's combating. And Asta's gotten way stronger since.
Asta was also quicker. Sure, scaling to
me
Shigaraki
see.
would give Deku roughly light speed reaction time.
But Asta could dodge light in his...
Oh my god. The fact that he sneezed and dodged off of a mere coincidence means that he's faster than Deku. Oh wow. He has to be fast or key swords won't mean jack.
sleep, and that's his base form. Even
Oh my
before
God.
transforming with Lipa to get way faster.
And since Deku and Asta's precognitive abilities more or less matched each other, it was only a matter of time before Asta simply overwhelmed him.
Especially since Deku has struggled in the past against faster opponents. Sure, Deku was smarter, but if he literally didn't have enough time to come up with a plan of attack before getting hammered, his brains were wasted.
Deku's tactical brilliance and harem-scarum tenacity definitely gave his opponent a run for his money, but Asta's raw power, blinding speed, and deadlier weaponry spelled the end for All Might's pupil.
Deku gave it his all, and I wish he had won. Hasta la vista.
The winner is Asta.